Hi, I'm Mike. It's June 7th, 2015. I have a quick campaign update for you. Last week, I had a to-do list, and there was 4 items on that. First of them had to do with some police oversight issues and a missing police report about a bicycle cop car investigation where cops were going too fast or no lights on. Since then, there's a number of other people that are interested in this report. I spoke with the City Council President, asked him for some help. He got back to me. They think the report's going to be released July 24th. A number of people are expressing some issues with the conflicting accounts of this incident, so hopefully we're going to have some more information on that particular incident in the weeks to come. We're about 6 weeks out on that report release. That seems like a long time for a public document, but at least it's on the way. Since then, we've got a few other law enforcement crime issues that have come up. I've addressed some of those in earlier videos. I'll probably have a little bit more as I follow up on these individual situations. The second thing that was on the list was this City Council letter to the governor saying that we need to be taxed more. I've spoken to some City Council people. This whole initiative is going to be dropped now permanently. They are not going to ask the state and the legislature to tax us more. So I thank the City Council for that. Yeah, we don't want the state to have the wrong idea about, we do not want to be taxed more. We want more for less, not less for more. There's 2 other things on that list. One was the sick leave, mandatory sick leave. There's a lot of reasons why we don't really want that initiative here. The City Council is still looking like they want to impose this mandatory 7-day sick leave, but I'm going to try to raise some opposition to that because really you don't want to, people drink too much and they're hungover, they're sick. Well, the businesses don't need to pay for that. It's the City Council really can't judge when it's appropriate, sick leave is appropriate, and when it isn't. And as employers want to retain employees, they add more and more compensation, and that's a good thing. And I think there's some things we can do to increase the amount of sick leave and actually increase the total number of jobs in Spokane. But I'm going to leave that to another video, but that one we're still in the works. And then the Sanctuary City, that'll probably be another video in itself because anybody can ask anything, really. Any individual doesn't necessarily have to answer. The question of whether an illegal alien or whether someone's a citizen or not is not something that you want to limit your law enforcement. The law enforcement can ask whatever they want. You may not want to answer them and you don't have to. But if law enforcement thinks there's someone here illegally, or they might be being engaged in activities and how do you do background checks if you can't ask? How do you enter into contracts if they're not a legal citizen and they're entering into contracts in the city of Spokane for whatever reason? Those may not be valid under the law. So the Sanctuary City thing is still in the works. There's some initiative out there now. There's this group trying to get on the ballot saying, hey, we don't appreciate the Sanctuary City thing. It's not pro or anti immigration. It is pro or con taxpayer rights and the legality of people operating in our community. If the police have a problem or they suspect someone not being a legal alien, a legal citizen, and they can't ask the question, well then if I'm there, they can bring those people to me and I'll ask the questions because I can ask those questions. It's not, we have a right to know if people are operating here and they're not legal citizens. They should be. I don't necessarily have a problem with them becoming citizens, that's fine, right? But there's a process and there need to be respect for the law. So those are the 4 things on my to-do list on the campaign update. Things have come up now since I've started the campaign a week ago, and I've got a number of people coming to me with allegations about improprieties of the solid waste system, the waste energy plant, the hauling contracts, and how some certain things are awarded. I got to verify those, so those are in the works coming. Also, we've got an issue with, there's a daycare provider in North Spokane who's being harassed by early learning and certain agencies, and it really has to do with his political views more than it has to do with how he's running the operation. But there's also this push from the unions to unionize them, and if they don't use them not unionized, then these government agencies come in and harass this guy. I went down, I took some pictures, I looked at it, nice setup, doing a good job, neighbors love them. I don't think there's a problem with his care, but we're going to be looking into that issue in future videos. So there's a quick update on the Mike for Spokane campaign as of June 7th, the week of coming up, and a follow-up on my to-do list from last week. Thank you for your time.